Gold mining companies and unions are getting their ducks in a row ahead of what's likely to be intense and difficult wage negotiations. The National Union of Mine Workers has seen its support drop, but remains the dominant union in the sector. Rival union AMCU has increased its membership significantly, but not enough to pull the strings.
Wage talks in the gold sector are expected to get underway in May, but frantic preparations are already underway. The Chamber of Mines says this time unions appear eager to get a head start, a clear indication of the growing rivalry between the NUM and AMCU in the sector.
We received requests for information for the unions to prepare for the wage negotiations already, both from AMCU and from the NUM, which is 2 months earlier than in 2013.
Figures from the Chamber of Mines show that the NUM has seen a slump in membership numbers, while AMCU's foothold in the sector is slowly growing. Ahead of the 2013 wage talks, the NUM had 67% membership, and that has dropped by 10% by the end of January this year. AMCU, on the other hand, has upped its control in the gold sector from 17% to 25% during the same period.
Any union which loses members will be concerned. We'll keep on doing our best in terms of recruitment, but the issue of drainage, leakage comes mainly from retrenchment. If you look at the gold mines, your Harmony, your Anglo Gold, Ashanti, Sibanye, they are all laying off.
So, what can gold mining companies expect from unions this year? Platinum producers faced demands for a basic wage of 12,500 last year, and this is expected to influence demands from workers in the gold sector. There's also fears that a high wage settlement in the public sector could influence demands in the gold sector. But the Chamber of Mines is adamant that rising input costs, a weak economy and a low gold price mean companies have no room to effect high increases.
We need to take that into account. It would be naive not to bear in mind what happened in the past, but we need to also then say to the unions in the gold mining industry, 12,500 basic wage is simply not achievable, and it will be our job to show to the leadership of the unions and to the employees why we are saying that it's simply not attainable in the gold mining industry.
The NUM will consolidate its demands at the bargaining conference next week. It commissioned a study in the last talks to look at minimum wage levels for both the gold and coal mining sectors.
We are finalizing that report, and it gives us a starting point that the report might come up and say maybe a minimum wage is 10,000 rand a month or entry level. I don't know. Or it might say 13,000 rand. I don't know. So whatever we do, insofar as demands are concerned, there's a floor which should inform us of that research.
Unions are expected to submit their demands by the end of this month or in April. AMCU did not respond to requests for comment ahead of the talks. Luta Motlogelwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.